Hey guys, so once you've purchased a property in Dubai, there's two critical steps that must be taken care of in a professional way. Number one is taking handover of the property, whether it's a ready property from the secondary market or it's a brand new property from the developer. The handover has to be done immaculate, okay? Maybe another day I'm going to make a video on the handover. This video is going to be talking about property management, because as you go forward, the property needs to be professionally managed. How, who, when, what are the results you're going to be getting is going to have a very big impact on your real estate investment in Dubai or anywhere else in the world, okay? If you want to work with me and my team to purchase a property, there is a link below. Hit it, hit us up. We'll get back to you and explain to you our fees and service structure on how you can work with us. Before I go further, showreel first. Alright guys, welcome back. I think this is a very important video, especially if you're coming into Dubai. Dubai has 200 plus nationalities that have invested in a property here. It's very super simple to purchase a property. However, a lot of people, when they're investing in property or real estate, they don't give a lot of thought to what happens once you take handover of the property. You or somebody you trust or a professional agency or company needs to manage that property. A lot of times real estate is seen as passive income, which is like you put the money in and you take the money out. And I'm here to tell you that yes, that's true and it's great. However, the property needs to be managed for that passive income to come to you in millions and billions and billions and billions of dollars and dirhams and so on and so forth, okay? Now there's a couple of ways that you can do this, okay? And I found that my clients, my investors were going through a lot of pain in the market, because if I give them that really high level of VIP service, right after that, if they don't get somebody who gives them that VIP service managing that property, then they're going to be let down in the Dubai market and might not refer other people to purchase in the Dubai market. Now I'm going to compare, as an investor, who might be taking care of your property and who should be, and how you should go about it, okay? Now, once you buy a property in Dubai, there's about 3 options that you have to making sure that somebody's taking care of that property, okay? So the agent, so a lot of times this happens in the Dubai market. The agent that has sold you the property, okay, I'm just gonna make some more space over here. So the agent that has sold you the property might offer you to rent it for you, manage it for you, or so on and so forth. There is a property management company, okay? They are licensed to manage properties. And then there's obviously the option of you yourself doing it, okay? So you can do it yourself as well, okay? Essentially speaking, that's a very great option as well. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do it yourself as well, okay? So these are the 3 pretty much options that you have that you can actually go with in terms of managing the property. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through several variables and then give a ranking to each, okay? So if somebody scores really low, we're going to give them a rank of 6. If they score on the established criteria at a medium level, we'll give them a rank of 7. And if they score really high, we'll give them a rank of 8, okay? So let's measure up, okay? Now, an agent, okay, who sold you a property and is an independent agent. Let's talk about license requirements, okay? An agent is not going to be licensed nor insured, and therefore legally is not allowed to carry out that activity for you, okay? So he's going to have a very low score of being legal to manage your property, okay? From a property management perspective, they for sure have a license, so they have a they have a yes, so yes, and I'll give them a high score over here, a low score over here, so they're 6 because they're not authorized to actually manage a property. Property management is 8. As if you're self-managing your own property, you don't need a license. So let's just give you we're just gonna say high here. So you score very high and you score very high here, okay? So, and it's 8 as a self, okay? Let's talk about experience, okay? Experience to managing a property, okay? Now, an agent that has sold you a property, I'm not sure how much experience they have in managing a property. I definitely know in my younger years, I didn't have a lot of experience managing properties, but now after 10 plus years, 15 years, and our company has a property management license, so we can actually manage properties, so we gain a lot of experience from the market. We are tons and tons way ahead than what singular agents are going to have, right? So from an experience perspective, they're very low. They would rank 6. A property management company would rank high at 8. You yourself, if you don't have a lot of properties, I think you would rank low. Okay, you would not be able to manage a property successfully in the first 1 or 2 years. If anything comes up, you're going to need expert advice, especially recognizing the Dubai legal environment. Hey, if you want us to manage a property or to work with us to purchase a property, there is a link below. Hit us up, and we'll be happy to actually manage the property, also help you purchase a property. Doing it efficiently, right? So efficiency will translate into resources and time not being wasted, okay? A single agent is going to rank very low. A property management company is going to rank high at an 8, and you yourself are also going to rank very low, and I'll tell you exactly why. An agent that sold you a property and is now trying to manage a property for you by charging you 5%, or even if they're doing it for free, isn't going to be pretty efficient. Why? Because them managing your property is a very low priority in their entire scheme of things, okay? They might be making sales that give them 50, 60, 100,000 dirhams in commissions, while as managing your property might net them only 3, 4, 5,000 dirhams. And they're not always excited doing that, which means that work that needs to be done now can get delayed, okay? Plus, if they don't have the necessary experience because they're ranked low, then of course they're not going to manage it very properly. Property management company, they've got dedicated staff, they know what to do at what stage, they're going to be able to efficiently take care of things in a proper way. If you're doing it yourself, if you've got a day job, if you're not in the country, enough said, right? Maximizing money, okay? Maximizing money, okay? Again, it's going to be low here, so a 6, high here, an 8, and I would say a medium here, a 7, okay? Especially if you have some experience. Why low here? Because the agent's going to be trying to get it rented and not dedicate too much time to the current market price, etc., right? There might be a tug of war between you as the owner and the agent, where you're trying to convince the agent to rent it higher, whereas the agent's trying to convince you to rent it lower. But either way, if you convince the agent, for example, to rent an apartment at 130K, whereas market price is 115K, guess what's going to happen for 30 days? It's going to take you and the agent 30 days to figure out that 130K is not the right price and you need to bring it down. Whereas a management company will already know what is the right price maximum that you can achieve for that apartment, property, villa, townhouse, so on and so forth. And they'll get it done for you much faster, so you won't have any vacancy period. I gave you a 7 over here, so you're in the middle level, and that's fine, okay? Keeping a happy tenant, okay? Happy tenant. Enough said. You're going to rank very low here, so I'm just going to put 6 here. You'll be at 8 here, and you could be at a 7 here if you know what you're doing, but I think most of the time it's going to be a tough one. Remember, can they see this, Deborah? Can they see this? Okay, so I can make this bigger. Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Do you want me to make it bigger? Or is it okay? All right, cool. So it's a 6, 7, 8. Okay, low, medium, and high. At the end of the day, your tenant is your customer, right? You remember that adage, customer's always right, keep the customer happy, prioritize the customer. Amazon said that we forgot about the competitors and only talked about the customers in our meetings and as a company mantra, right? A lot of landlords seem to forget that the tenant is your customer. Keeping the tenant happy is your duty, because essentially he's in your business, which is your apartment or your property. An agent who's got a lot of other things on his plate, buying, selling, etc., is not going to keep your tenant happy. You yourself aren't going to have enough time to keep your tenant happy. Maybe you can send them a fruit basket, so on and so forth, but what the tenant actually needs to be happy is first for their basic needs to be met. If there's a maintenance call, then it needs to be met pretty fast, right? If the air conditioning is out in the summer heat and they've got a little baby, somebody's got to respond to that ASAP. You can't really wait for it, right? Which is what's going to happen with an agent or yourself, because you might be actually busy, right? Maintenance of the property, okay? Maintenance of the property. Again, this is going to be a very low ranking here because it's tough to manage maintenance crews. If you're not a full-time maintenance company, it's going to be low over here, low over here. I'm going to give you a 6 if you're doing it yourself. What happens? Something's broken down. Your tenant needs maintenance call out, a company or a maintenance team to come and respond. What's going to happen? The agent and yourself are going to go out looking for quotes, trying to figure out who's the best company to send. The property management company has people already on their roster. It's boom, boom, pretty much super fast. They don't have to wait. So guess what? The tenant's happy and your property is being taken care of well in advance properly, right? That's super critical, okay? All right, guys, this video is becoming longer, so I'll just break it up in part 2. If you want to work with me to purchase a property, hit me up in the link below. I'll explain the fees and services. For the rest of this, come back for part 2. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.